In its 14th year of broadcast, Rinse FM was boasting a roster of shows from the likes of DJ NG, Fingerprint, Crazy Cousins, Zinc, and Roska, 2008.
Yeah, I started, 2008. I started doing cover shows. I've done about 4 cover shows a week for a little while before I got my main show. And I started doing back-to-backs with Fingerprint in 2008. This is where I first met Scratcher. I knew about Scratcher. And we started linking up and making tunes together and stuff. It was a weird one. I started making funky around, end of 2007, and I started talking to Genius by MSN, which was funny. And near the end of like 2008, that's when I jumped on Rinse, and he was talking on MSN, and he said, "Do you want to do an album?" And it just kind of kicked off, from there with me basically. I've been listening to Rinse since it was a jungle station, so good few years ago. I've always listened to like Pay As You Go, even Scream as well. Loads of heads on there, man. From when I used to listen, like hanging an antenna out the window from South London, because I used to live in Thamesmead, so it wasn't that far away. Around that time, that whole station was just covered with funky DJs. It was pretty much only house and funky. So Funky Taffa on there. Fingerprint joined up at the same time as me. Crazy Cousins came round as well with Versatile. I met Shocks because I used to cover Fridays as well. So I used to do 2 shows for a little while. I've done 11 till 1 on a Tuesday, and then I've done 11 till 1 on a Friday. And then I used to meet up with Shocks. Shocks used to play 1 till 3 on a Fridays. And then I used to do like random cover shows in the morning. Like I've done back-to-backs with Scratcher in the day. And like the music I was playing at the time was just straight funky, and like even like soulful house as well. And just catching a vibe. And even around that time as well, we had our first like Rinse-based event for funky, which was called Beyond. And we started that in a club called Rumble, which was near Regent Street. So people like me, Marcus Nasty, Fingerprint, Crazy Cousins, just anybody that was playing funky at the time. I think even Maximum was playing funky for a little while on these shows. It was really random. The whole thing with funky, it just blew up really quickly. Yeah, with this studio, it's just literally like just before Blackwall Tunnel, and there's a door upstairs where we had to knock or we had to ring through, and sometimes it took ages to ring through and try and get someone to come down and open the door. And then when you get to this door down here we're in front of now, we used to have to knock on this door as well. And sometimes we'd be out here for ages waiting for the DJ to either finish his mix or like answer or check the phone at least, or check his own phone. So it was really a good time, like pirate radio wise. And it's funny, like even being on Rinse at that time, like you didn't even feel like you was on a pirate radio station. Like it had the vibe of being on a pirate station, but like it was kind of like semi-organized, and you didn't feel like, DTI or whoever was going to run in and kind of like take your records or anything.